Mr. Kharyal, the same question that I asked him. So even if you say this is anti-incumbency, the fact that BJP is managing to do this state after state without the party falling apart, just an exhibit of what it takes to win. And I mean, you may say that it is anti-incumbency, they are not giving respect to their allies whatsoever, but they are managing the winning quotient. How do you look at that? Isn't that at the end of the day everything about elections?
Not really. In fact, this would prove out to be the fatal blow delivered to the Bharatiya Janata Party, because it's not just signifying anti-incumbency. It's not just an indirect admission of failure, not just an indirect admission that you have massive anti-incumbency, but also that you lack candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha election in Haryana, that you have to legit put forth a CM, incumbent CM in the race of MP election. Is that how bad the Bharatiya Janata Party has gotten when it comes to having meritorious candidates? Is that not telling us crystal clearly that the Bharatiya Janata Party has no promises that they have delivered, has no work to show, has no candidates to offer for the Lok Sabha election? And this basically is a recipe for a blunder, and the nightmare for the Bharatiya Janata Party has already begun. You see, ever since 2024 began, their electoral bonds, they have gone. The Chandigarh mayor poll, they tried to topple the democracy.
Okay.
They have lost that. The Supreme Court had to intervene. In Haryana, they have failed on all the issues. They tried to be unjust with the farmers, and they have suffered from this because of that, because they have been unjust to every single individual in Haryana. And not just that, I want to ask the Bharatiya Janata Party another question, because they didn't clearly answer all the previous questions that I asked in the first segment. My question is that Mr. Anil Vij, did he not perform well? Was his ministry not doing its job up to the mark? Is that the reason as to why he's been dropped? And all the other ministers,
but he's still with BJP, and that's BJP's answer.
Sorry, what is it?
But he's still with BJP. He's still with BJP.
See, no, I'll answer the question. They are still with the BJP. It's just been a couple of hours. In the coming hours only, not even days, you'll see that very soon they'll be floating away like butterflies do. And on top of that, I've given you four parties.
Let me just get in. I'm just left with a minute. Vipin Pubby, BJP is managing to keep its house together. Congress is claiming it's going to float apart. But if you look at precedents, they are managing to keep their house together despite these massive changes which is being brought in. You call it vote bank politics, you call it sensing the threat earlier whatsoever. But is this BJP's success?
Undoubtedly, BJP, as you had been also saying, and I know it's a fact, that they are actually hungry for power, and not in a negative sense. Every political party needs to be hungry for power, which unfortunately Congress doesn't appear to be. And so BJP had been strategizing and had been thinking, and maybe I am told they also conducted a survey in Haryana where they found that Mr. Khattar's image was not doing very well. So it was a very, very well thought out plan. And as part of their strategy, again, very well thought of steps had been taken, because there were definitely reports that they were not doing well. On the other hand, Congress, it has been having all these problems of factionalism. There are 3 or 4 factions there, and there have been problems, and they've been openly airing their views. Unlike in BJP, where Anil Vij, although was known to be a strong critic of Khattar and definitely unhappy at not being made the chief minister, but he hasn't said anything in public as yet. So that is the difference between the two parties.
All right, we're totally out of time.
And you find that Congress circles are, criticizing each other, push legs.
I'm totally out of time. 30 seconds, Harinder Tayal. 30 seconds, I can't give you more.
Okay, so one, Arshpreet says BJP doesn't have candidates to give, and Rahul Gandhi runs away from Amethi. Open challenge, and he runs away. BJP has enough candidates.
All right.
This is democracy.
Okay, we're totally out of time. Okay, we're totally out of time. Dharinder Tayal, Dharinder Tayal, thank you very much. Vipin Pubby, thank you very much. Harshpreet Khadial, thank you very much for joining us. This may not just be the last word from Haryana as of now.